You doing?
Hey, girl, how you doing? You already laughing. Look.
That's my SAG sister right there, okay?
Okay.
Thank y'all so much for joining Women Supporting Women Wednesdays. We are here every Wednesday at 9:15 to talk about survival and self-care. And tonight we have Torri Allen. She was my close friend for over 10 years. We did Delta we did Delta together. We did
right.
Delta.
You crossed me.
Look, I gotta claim my little 04.
No, 06, boo. But I mean, thank you. 06 all day. But thank you.
Y'all gotta bear with us tonight because this is my friend. So we typically, we go at each other all the time. It's my SAG sister, so we got the same personality. So Torri is a realtor, a mom, an entrepreneur, a wife, and she you are doing stuff in the school now. So tell us I know you jack of all trades. What else are you doing?
Hold on right quick, Ruth. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so like Ruth said, I do a little bit of everything. Just a little bit of background information. Born and raised in Greensboro. I graduated from NCCU. Okay, Eagle Point. Undergrad. I got my undergrad and my master's degree from NCCU. Shortly after I graduated, I started working at social services, and then me and Kristen Jones, who's my business partner, we started Diverse Family Services. So she was on here previously, and she talked about our company a lot, but we started that business. And then after that, I got married to the love of my life, my husband. So we met at Central. We got married in 2011. We have 3 children together, Hayden, Olivia, and Paige.
Maybe one on the way.
Yes, if anybody follows me on social media, you see them all the time on social media. And then I became a realtor probably around about 2017, 2016, somewhere around that time. I became a realtor. And I decided to do that because of my love for houses. I really like just how homes were built. Like, that really intrigued me. I like, the interior design, the exterior design. I just really like that. And so I decided to go to real estate school. I actually went to real estate school 2 times. So the first time, I did. I went twice because the first time I don't think I was as focused. But it's not. It's really not. So the first time I really wasn't as focused as I should have been when I initially went to real estate school. So I wasted my money, but it's okay. But then I went back and I was really focused. I was really driven. So I ended up passing. Then I had to take the test. I ended up passing the test after a few tries. I ended up passing that state exam because you have to pass that state exam in order to get those licenses. So I ended up passing that, and then I got into the business. It was just something I do part-time. It has definitely grown over time, but that is something that I just do part-time.
Yeah, you sold my rental property.
I did. Yes, and actually, your home was the first home that I actually sold, like I actually put on the market. So thank you for that, actually.
Yes. That's what friend was about.
Yes, honey. Yes. So yes, definitely. Thank you so much for that. But anyway, your home was the first home I actually put on the market. But I've worked with a whole lot of buyers since. I've sold like land, I've sold construction. I'm trying to work on getting some commercial sales in there because that's a really good lane to be in. And right now, the real estate market, I would say it's like up and down right now for the market. Like, I mean, it's different now. A lot of times you find with new construction, they really trying to get rid of the realtors because they kind of feel like they don't need us in the game. But I'm going to tell you this, like, if you're searching for a home, don't let nobody tell you that you don't need one, because we're there to support you as the buyer or the seller. So it's always good to have a real estate agent like on your side for that support and supporting you and making decisions that's in your best interest when it comes to like purchasing a home or selling a home. So I'm very grateful for real estate. Like I said, I love real estate. And then I also am a 3rd grade math teacher. I'm a 3rd, but look, I'm gonna tell you now, us as SAGs, though, I'm gonna tell you, like, we'll do something. Like, we kind of get look, I done tried everything. You remember I used to be a manager child. You remember I used to try to
she had an artist show.
Okay, but look, I'm telling you now, I will try something. Okay, now it may fail, and that's fine, but at least
that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But anyway, I think I'm about to sit down anyway, though. But so I became.
You got about 6 jobs.
Yeah, I think I'm about to kind of just scale back a little bit and focus on something else. But I became a 3rd grade math teacher, and it's crazy because I had been telling, like, maybe even you, Samara, Kristen, that like I really want to get in the school system. So, right. And I was like, I don't know how to do get into the school system without being committed. You know what I'm saying? Because I was still running the business. I know. Look at Mama, jack of all trades. Calm down, Mom. I want to get into the school system because I love kids, and you know that. Look, I talk to my kids all day long when we're out of town. But anyway, so I wanted to get into the school system, and so I decided to sub. So I decided to go into the school system to sub just to see like if I would like it.
And got caught up.
Yes, but then when I got there, like Samara teases me all the time about this. When I got there, I really loved it. And like, I ain't gonna lie, like my first day when I started working, I called Samara because she's the one. Okay. And I said, oh my God, Samara, I really like being a teacher. Like, I really like going in there. Like,
you got patience.
I do have a lot of patience. I really like going in there and like teaching the kids. And I think for me, it's seeing the smiles on the kids' faces, them running up to me like, Miss Allen, being so happy to like see me, them being able to like just give me a hug and know that they have somebody there to support them, because at the end of the day, I don't know what they have going on at home all the time or what they're going back to. So I don't know, bye, Liv. I'm sorry.
Let the kids be trying to talk to us no matter what we doing, child. They do not care.
I'm sorry, that's so unprofessional. But anyway.
Girl, we candid. We just talking. We having a conversation. Look, we right. Okay. And look, people out there got kids.
Right, exactly. So they know. So yeah. So anyways, I just love that aspect of teaching, being able to just go in there and have a personal relationship with the kids and letting them know like this is another outlet. Like that's what does it for me. So that's how I fell in love. Now math. I mean, I made it do it. I'm not gonna say I didn't know what I was doing, but I mean, I went in there and I did good. I will say that. I feel like next year is going to be a better year for me. But like I said, it kind of just fell in my lap, and like I enjoyed doing it. And so I was able to do it to where it really didn't affect the business that much, because me and Kristen have got our business to a point where it can kind of run itself. We have a great management team. And so we kind of got it to a point to where it's not like we have to be there every day, because we do other stuff outside of that. And y'all, let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with owning a business and working a 9 to 5. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Because, you know, that's fine. So
look, you gotta do what makes sense. Every job and every business is is different. Some things are flexible. You're able to do other things, and then you can do this avenue. But I think people a lot of times work hard and not smart. You know what I'm saying? We've been in entrepreneurship life for a long time. So in the word entrepreneur, it's kind of like, I know it's been around, but it's kind of been thrown around, I would say, in the past 10 years, a little bit more now, because
because
we were already doing it. You know what I'm saying? So
and we were already doing it, but this time I think it's different for people, because now that the pandemic started, all this stuff started, it really sat people down, and they were able to figure like, okay, wait, I might need to figure out another game plan for my life if stuff like this can come in and abruptly stop what I had going on. I might need to figure out like other avenues. So that's why I feel like, I'm glad I see these other like Black businesses coming along, just doing stuff. So it's amazing, to see that. So then that's even with my real estate career. I feel like my real estate career picked up oddly when the pandemic started. Like it was crazy. Like I feel like I was always, doing stuff. Like
that's a blessing.
It is a blessing. Like, so that's what I always say about the pandemic. I feel like it was a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like because of course we lost a lot of people, and people died because of the coronavirus. But then at the same time, it's like, wow, we were able to actually sit down and focus on what was in front of us.
It's true.
Take a minute, just to like, be thankful for what it is that you do have. So
that's true.
So
finding grace.
Exactly.
So I know, look, we talk about some of everything. Like I said, if anybody that's just joining us, me and Torri go way back over 10 years of friendship. and we do trips. You know, we have done couple trips. You know, I'm the friend of the crew now that's single. You know,
can't hang out with you no more like a loose dog plan.
Right. Look, the men folk be like, look, sis, you can't be bringing no men around. I'm like, look, y'all better get ready because look, I'm gonna have somebody with you on this trip.
Yes, honey, Bond definitely. He like, who she ain't bringing nobody. I ain't getting ready to be meeting nobody. Look,
Look, Vaughn like, look, I don't get two. That's it.
You're so stupid. You are stupid.
I ain't mean no more friends. I ain't going skiing with them. I'm not going hiking with them.
Yeah, right. You're so stupid, Ruth. Calm down. You got to come by yourself.
It ain't.
I'm sorry.
So we accepting applications.
I cannot, Ruth. You are so silly.
Look, I cannot be a third wheel anymore.
It's all right. It's all right. They'll come around. They will come around. So it's okay. They'll come around soon enough.
Look, Vaughn and Jeff gonna be like, yeah, we need to have an interview with him first because you know you can't be bringing nobody in the crew.
Right.
Look, every time I go, mommy. Oh, I love it.
Okay.
So I know you were wearing all these hats, and I know you're doing many things. What are you doing for Torri? What are you doing for self-care?
Okay.
Not just your nails, not just your feet.
Oh, no.
What do you do?
I mean, anybody can do that. So yeah, and the thing about that is there's nothing wrong with, you know, going out, getting massages, getting your nails done, getting your feet done, just taking a moment away. But I feel like for me, self-care for me is being able to go and talk to people and have them pour into me. Like me being able to release something that I would hold in or that might make me stressed out or depressed. Right. So being able to talk to people like my mom and coming to my mom with anything and talking to her about, well, you know, you got certain people who you talk to about So So being able to talk to my mom about stuff and she being able to tell me like another way of maybe looking at it, being able to talk to my husband and him being able to tell me another way of like looking at stuff or how maybe I should handle a certain issue if I didn't handle it the right way, or you know, being able to come to my friends like you, Kristen and Samara, and just talking to them about certain stuff and not feeling like I'm going to be judged, but then them being my friend enough that they can kind of pour into me and tell me what it is that I need to hear, even though may not be what I want to hear. So I feel like that's more of self-care for me, being able to talk to other people and them pour into me so that I can release certain stuff. Because, you know, you can go get your nails done, you can go get a massage or a pedicure or whatever the case may be, but that's only going to fix the problem for that moment because you're able to escape whatever for that moment. But when you come back, you still gonna have those issues going on. They're still gonna be there. So that's not really, I don't look at that as being really like self-care. You know what I'm saying? Like give me something, pour into me so that I don't take stuff back and I'm depressed about it. You see what I'm saying? Like bring stuff like that for me. Like, you know, talk to me about Yes, like being able to release. And, you know, sometimes I do kind of hold things in and I might be getting stressed out. And I can tell when I'm getting stressed because I'm like yelling at my husband, I'm yelling at my kids, like all the time. So, you know, me being able to talk to somebody about, say, especially my sister now, like absolutely, like talking to my sister. And sometimes she might say something that I don't like. I'm sure I said stuff that she don't like, but being able to just talk to her and knowing that I can get up the next morning and we still good. And, you know, it wasn't like, you know, took it for granted or whatever the case may be. So being able to have those type of relationships with different people and I can talk to them about, you know, whatever, and they can give me good advice. And I walk away feeling like, okay, like I got to stay on mine. I know how to go about fixing this situation or doing this thing or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I think that's, you know, how I pretty much deal with, you know, or how I have to do self-care or whatever the case may be.
I hate Vaughn.
He gets on my nerves.
It just goes into my next question. So I know you guys are about to celebrate 10 years.
I know, right?
That's a blessing. So I am just, you know, so happy for you guys. You know, I seem not to be able to get to that point.
What? Oh, Ruth. Whoa.
I'm always make humor and stuff. Like
you can get to that point.
I'm just joking. I'm really not saying that, guy. Like I really poor, I really do believe I get it.
You gonna get there, honey. You stop trying to
look, I'm happy for my friends that do, okay?
Thank you.
I think it's a blessing. And so, I really am proud of you guys. I think that's amazing. You got a beautiful family. And we always joking on Torri when we go on trips. Like, girl, look, are you pregnant? Can you drink?
Yes, I'm trying to figure that out right now. I've been trying to talk to
we ain't going no
husband ain't here for it. He's not here for I feel like he might be tapped out, but I'm trying to figure it out though.
You said who?
My husband, Bond.
I thought you said like a baby name or something. I'm like, what?
No, what I'm saying is like he's not really here for the fourth child. So I'm trying to kind of talk to him.
Girls, honey.
Another child. I really
girls.
You know, right? And the thing is that we might have another girl, and that's the thing. Like, so, I mean, and I'm not getting ready to pay to have a boy.
Right.
So,
clearly.
Not getting ready to do that. So
you wouldn't do surrogacy?
Well, if I had to have a surrogate mother, that still could be a girl. You see what I'm saying? You gotta go through the other process. What's that process?
You gotta have a whole litter.
That would be the last one. So whatever that process is, where you can they can make you know you having a boy. I don't know what it's called, but
I don't know if it's I'm like, look, she said y'all might have 4 girls. Oh no, Vaughn said y'all might have 4 girls.
We might, but and I'm trying to talk him into doing it, but he's not 100% on board. But like I told him, honestly, Vaughn, that's my decision.
Hey Vaughn, hey Bo, listen, I ain't starting to argue. Okay, look, I ain't saying nothing. I just said, look, are you pregnant?
That's my decision. Are you gonna leave me, Vaughn? Are you gonna leave me on the table?
Look, it's cheaper to keep her. Trust me. Look, yeah. I know.
But, oh my God, I cannot with you. Move on. Next question.
Listen. Anyway, we're gonna go on this good 10-year anniversary trip. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. So I know that you guys have 3 kids and possibly one on the way. So what do you do to get away? What do you guys do? Y'all are relationship goals. Y'all are at a 10-year mark. This is a big year for y'all. So what do you do to get away from the kids to pour back into each other?
I would say, me and Vaughn, every now and then, every chance we get, we try to call somebody to come over and watch the kids. We try to travel, we'll call my mom or we'll call Naya or try to ship the kids off to Jazz or something.
Shout out to Naya.
Yeah, honey, shout out to Naya all day long. Okay, but she's right now she ain't being bothered because she's trying to go to her little nursing thing.
Yes, honey. Yes, that's what I told her too. That's good.
Yes, so I would say for us, me and Vaughn communicate a lot.
That's good. And both of us Sagittarius too, so
yeah, we are. Yeah, and it's surprising that we work out together, being that we are both Sagittarius. Right. Me and Vaughn, we communicate a lot. We talk a lot when he wants to talk and he's not watching Netflix, but we do communicate a lot about things.
You're not watching Netflix. Okay, get off that TV.
Watching Netflix, child. I can't talk to him, honey. But every now and then he'll be like, "Okay, hold on, let me pause the TV." But anyways, how I would say also, loyalty for us. We are definitely loyal to one another. The thing about me and Vaughn is that if I ain't got it, then he got it, and if we both ain't got it, so we figuring out a way to get it, and vice versa. So that's the thing about me and Vaughn. And then we try to find like my mom put in there, the balance. Okay, we try to make sure we find a balance. And for me though, I am trying to relinquish control. I think for me, as crazy as it is, I like to be in control, especially when it comes to
Sagittarius.
I'll be honest. Yes, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask Bond to do stuff for me, knowing that he can do it, but I might be frustrated because he didn't do it how I wanted it to be
Right.
done. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something that I'm working on, because I shouldn't be upset because he fed the kids something that I didn't want him to feed the kids. Shit, as long as the kids got fed, then we should be good. We should have no issues. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to work on that part of me, because I have the control. I'm always doing stuff, and Ron will do it or whatever the case may be, but I gotta just make sure I'm not like making it a big deal if he don't do it a certain way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I think the leadership role do play a part too. You know, being in a boss role, CEO, COO role, being in a leadership role as a female, you know, whether you married or single, I think it does play a big part, you know, in relationships, because, you know, having to wear that hat all day, every day. And then I get with my man and then I'll take that hat off. Or I have to remember to take that hat off. But when you're in that aspect so much in your life, and then in this part of your life, you have to take the hat off, that's challenging. It's kind of hard to keep you know, it's like code switching. You know, you got to jump back over here and then you got to jump back over there. Sometimes that's challenging. And I think that y'all have a good balance with that. And like you said, even if y'all do have, you know, an area when it comes to that, nobody can see it, you know. So I know for me that definitely has been like, you know, a very challenging thing, because I am, you know, I always been the head of household. I always made, you know, I ain't gonna say always, but majority of more money than anybody I've dated when it comes to a lot of situations. So if that is the case, I got my own stuff. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like what? What's happening?
I was gonna say with me and Vaughn though, like Vaughn is sometimes up and I'm sometimes like down. Like I think with us, it's like I'm not getting ready to be sitting here trying to figure out like who's up and who's down. Like I said, if I ain't got it, he got it. Well, he gonna find a way to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's vice versa. So and like I saw Samara put in the chat, I think it was, she said growing up in a single parent household, it's hard to relinquish control. And absolutely, like watching my mom, like shout out to Francis, okay, single parent. Yes, okay, 3 kids, okay, did the best she can with us, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like as a child that I lacked anything growing up. I mean, we did struggle, but by me seeing my mom, she went to school, she went to work, and then she left work and went straight to school, 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? She taught us to be strong, always to look out for one another, always be there for one another and reach back. You know, I feel like I do get a lot of that from my mom, watching her and her being like the strong one and just being there for us and still just being able to, yeah, like I said, provide. I mean, like I said, we did struggle sometimes, you know, we did. But my mom, like I didn't feel like I lacked anything as a child. I didn't feel like I was loved as a child. So that's good. She definitely played a major part. But like I said, with me and Vaughn, I feel like it's a communication thing. It's a loyalty. Vaughn always supports me. Like when I was getting my real estate, trying to go into school, he would be sitting there studying with me. Like I'd be like, Vaughn, I need you, because this is when Olivia. That's a blessing. Yeah, Olivia was small, and Vaughn, I used to be like, Vaughn, I just need you to take her like 2 or 3 hours, and you know, so I can study.
I remember you telling me that when I went. I remember you telling me that.
Honey, and then I remember him late night. You can try again, honey. Ain't never too late, honey.
No, I'm talking about the support side. I had an in-house nanny, basically.
Oh my God, Ruth.
And I still failed the damn test. Okay, that's why I failed the test, because I had no damn support. It should have been over.
I'm sorry. Well, Vaughn studied with me.
Yes, Vaughn. I love it.
We had our little, I don't know if you remember, we had our little index cards, and he used to read them off, and I used to like, honey, look at this. And I just think about that now.
I love it. Show up for the family. That's so good.
Absolutely, Jasmine. Yes, now Vaughn is really big on family. That is absolutely something that he is big on. Like he is always going to support. He's going to be there. If I can't be there, he's going to be there, or whatever the case may be. But he is definitely always been big on like family, and that's another thing about him that's like, oh yeah, like definitely, you know, because he's gonna make sure that he's there supporting, like even if they ain't his kids, he's gonna go to support. Like he gets up at 7 o'clock in the morning driving to Base's game, my sister's son. Wow. Driving his games, like even his own nephews, taking them to practice and Fayetteville.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. That's real good. And that is what you want in a, you know what I'm saying, in a mate. You want someone to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You want somebody to have your back. And I think when you do think about a helpmate, it is that person supposed to pick up where you lack. You know what I'm saying? If I don't got it, you're supposed to got it. And if I need that assistance, I need you to have my back. If I'm weak, then I need you to make me strong. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be able to pray for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very, very important. So,
and that's exactly like he definitely does that. Like that's why I was saying in the beginning. I was like, yeah, I think I'm about to take a back seat because Vaughn, like of course he's fine with me having the business. Of course he's doing really good. But when I decided to become a teacher, he was kind of like, hold up now. Right. You get ready to do what? Like kind of looking out for my best being, like my well-being. Like what? You got to add what today? But so first of all, though, I have conversations with Vaughn to get his advice, honey. But then I already in the back of my head be like,
I already made a decision.
I'm already made the decision, but I'm coming to you because I want that support. But I already made the decision. Okay, right. But he sat back and he just went on ahead and let me do it. And he told somebody, he was like, they were like, what you gonna do with Torri? She doing all this. He was like, hey man, like I gotta let her do it. Like I can't like hold her back. That's true. So that was like everything for me. I was like, oh my God, like you know what I'm saying? So now I feel like I need to sit back and I need to help him with what he has going on now. So he just started the trucking company. So I'm like, how can I just, like, I'm already thinking, like, how can I benefit him? How can I support him like he supported me? And not that I haven't supported him in his endeavors, but how can I, like, support him like he supported me? What can I do? I'm trying to learn the trucking lingo, like low board, whatever they be doing. But I'm trying to figure that out so I can support him just like he supported me because I know this is something that he's really, really, like, hungry for. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a back seat. And why I kind of got off during the summer, let me see what I can do to boost his business and help him with his business. He gonna have to teach me because I don't know nothing about this trucking stuff. So I'm here for it.
I love it how y'all supportive of one another. I think that's very important in a relationship, you know, because when your mate supports you, like you can really do anything, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that person got your back. But when you're in this world alone and then you do have a mate or whatever, and you don't feel like you got that support, it's even more challenging. So I want to definitely say, you know, I know everybody want to throw up the celebrities as relationship goes, but let's talk about real life people living real lives, and that's normal, and that, you know what I'm saying, are really doing, you know, great things. And I think that you guys, you know, being married 10 years, that's big. You know what I'm saying? When you
it wasn't easy. I don't want people to think it was easy now, like being married. We done been through some ups and downs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we've been to, like, you know.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But I just think that we kind of got to understand that we get each other. You know what I'm saying? And when Vaughn is mad at me, like, or I'm mad at him, it's not going to last for long because I'm going to end up saying something funny, or he might end up saying something like, we're not going to harp over it for a long time. Like, I'm not going to sit in this stress for a long time because it's stressful when you're arguing with your partner. You got to come home to him every day, and like you got to look in his face like, no, I'm not going to do that. So we're gonna have to figure this thing out, honey. Because
and the kids looking at you like, what's going on?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're like, what y'all doing? Yeah, and then here go Paige. Paige be like, mommy, say hey to daddy.
Okay, Pete. She's like a little old lady. She's like a little old lady.
She is, so for real. She really is, honey.
I love it. So tell everybody where they can follow you, where they can follow your business page, for real estate, for your business.
Girl,
look, I'm gonna give them all the socials, okay? Look,
I gotta pull them up, child. Hold on. So for Facebook, it's just Torri Allen Realtor. I have two. I have my personal page, which is just Torri Allen, and then I have my business page, Torri Allen Realtor. And then my Instagram is Miss Torri _Allen. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, Miss Torri _Allen. I know. Miss Torri _Allen. Because I mean, the thing about it, honestly, like if you don't already know me, you don't know that I really have like all this stuff going on. Like,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You really don't know me. So that's why, because I'm not really on social media like all the time portraying like my business, telling people I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Of course I do stuff for my real estate because it's marketing, but as far as like with diverse and stuff like that, you really wouldn't know unless you just knew, like you knew me.
That's true. That's true. Well, look, my boo got many hats. Okay, look, go on to run down them accolades. Okay,
honey, let's go, honey. Educated, honey. Okay, define me. Educated. Black, okay, strong, optimistic, okay.
Look.
Loving, caring, honey. Listen, Black Lives Matter all day long. Let's go, okay. Passionate. What else you want to know? That's just a few. That's just a few things that define me.
I'm crazy.
Okay, that's just a few things. So wait a minute. I had to pull up my Instagram for my realtor stuff, and it's selling the _triangle.
I remember it was. I was like, I thought it said selling in it, but I won't. I was like,
yeah, it's selling the _triangle. That is my my realtor page on Instagram. Yeah, love you, boss lady. My mom said, I love you, boss lady. That's a word too that people throw around loosely. Boss, like honestly, you ain't no boss until you've helped other people. Like you're not a boss until you you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just telling you, people use that word real loose, Ruth. Like people
they do. It's true.
I don't claim out sit and be and put on social media like I'm a boss and I do this and yeah. Like I am gonna say that me and Kristen are some of the best business women owners out here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Okay. Because if we don't believe it, no one else will. But me and Kristen don't. Okay, I'm telling you, listen. We are, and I'm just saying because if me and Kristen don't believe that, no one else will. But I feel like that we are like some strong women. Like we have stood like the test of time when mental health was going down the drain, honey. Me and Kristen, honey. Like we talk about it, we pray about it, and then we just gonna see what's going to happen next. But we have really like prevailed like through these 10 years, 11 years of business that we have been in business, honey. And I mean, it wasn't easy. Like it really wasn't. So that's why I be saying like people are always talking about, I'm a boss. This, I'm a boss. Like, okay, so now what have you done to become a boss? Okay, until you
on a payroll ever.
Until you're responsible for somebody else's. Yeah, and until you're responsible for somebody else's livelihood, until you sitting here and you got to make sure that these people get paid and they can eat and they can feed their family, until you put people on like
in positions and situations that you
made them, like their career have went to another level. You know what I'm saying? You stood on the side and you clapped for them and you made them a better person. And you ain't gonna be talking about me about no boss, so. I'm just saying because people really use it. I'm a boss.
They do. They really do. They really do.
I mean, I don't have to. And I don't expect that from people. I don't need people to applaud me for everything that I do. I don't have to. Feel like I got to go on social media and change and post everything I do or you know what I'm saying? So
that's right. She said, until you don't get paid to make sure someone else get paid, you are not a boss.
Yeah, and I had me and Kristen all day long, honey. When we had to our people's pay because things were going on, not to talk about all our business, I ain't gonna put all of it out there. But you haven't really, me and Kristen, I remember the first time that me and Kristen had to have a conversation with our staff about cutting their pay because if people don't know about our business, it's about in order to make sure that the company continues to run, you have to have clients in the company. Okay. And things change so often. Mental health is always changing. Okay.
Always.
And I remember the first time we had to tell our employees that we had to cut their pay. Girl, me and Kristen was in there crying because it's like it's not what we wanted for our business. But then at the same time, over time, we learned that it's going to be some things that you're going to have to do to make sure the business continues to run.
Right.
So, it was months where me and Kristen would go without getting paid. Months and months we would go without getting paid. we had to like make some decisions, make some cuts, do this, that, and the third to make sure our business still stayed afloat. You know what I'm saying? So, and we still doing that right now. It's still stuff that we're still learning right now. So, and it's a lot of people who depend on us to make sure that we're making the right decisions so our business continues to stay afloat. So, you know, me and Kristen have truly been favored. So like I said, you know, me, you and Ruth you and Samara used to get together on the phone and pray for each other, pray for things where we are now, pray for our businesses. And I just feel like wholeheartedly that me and Kristen are here for our staff. You know what I'm saying? So we are here to make sure that they are paid because they are the ones who are running the business. You see what I'm saying? They're the ones who have to make sure that things are going right. And, you know, I just thank God that we're still in it, because a lot of people, even these big companies, billions of dollars, are like not even here anymore because, you know, I guess of the bad decisions, you know, that they made, or just the bosses or the owners trying to be bosses and, you know, wiping the company clean and going out here getting, you know, doing whatever that they should have been doing. That might be the reason why that, you know, they're not still here today. So, you know, I just thank God for that.
It's true. It's true. And, you know, I talked about that in the book, you know, like having to go to the bank and, you know, crying, going to the bank, getting, you know, money to pay employees. And that's a major sacrifice, you know. I remember having a conversation with my attorney and I said, you know, she said, well, you know, you have two choices. You know, you can choose to, you know, pay people and pay them out your pocket with integrity, or you can choose to turn the other cheek and walk and close the building. You know what I'm saying? I said, I can't do that. That ain't, I won't be able to sleep. So, you know, I'm going to take it upon myself to go to my bank account and go get the money out and pay everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the right thing to do. And you're absolutely correct. If you ain't had the front payroll and wait, you know, months and years or whatever it is, you don't have to do. And, you know, we all know when it comes to the mental health field, that's what we have to do. And other businesses, you know, you might have the front payroll, but, you know, you have to be in a position to be financially stable to be able to front payroll. If you are not, you know, saving the money that you make from your business, so that if you do have a bad situation or a bad time with your business and you can front payroll, then you're not a boss either, because you're not preparing for your employees or for the business. If this month don't work out, next month we're gonna be good. Like you're not prepared for that. So, you know, I think that's also goes into leadership and, you know, entrepreneurship too. You know, you really have to prepare for the bad times. You know what I'm saying? Be making 6 figures one year and the next year make nothing. But how do you balance it? Are you gonna still be able to maintain your household? And I talk about it all the time. Like, you got to be smart with your money. You got to balance. You know what I'm saying? Because your employees do depend on you.
Yeah, exactly. They really do. They really do. And for me, like, that's number one priority for me and Kristen, and just making sure we're always in agreement. I saw her put that over there in the chat. Like, you know, I'm always kind of the one who kind of like looking at stuff in a different way, just to make sure, you know, we look at stuff from all angles. But I think, you know, me and Kristen definitely play different roles, and I think that works for us. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So yeah.
And I would definitely say, you know, to end on that note, like, when you are going in business with other people, you do have to be mindful and you have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because you could go in business with someone that has all they're thinking about is money. You know what I'm saying? Or all they're thinking about is self. And I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I had a business partner we were very successful. You know, we made a lot of money together. But you know what? His passion was different than mine. And, you know, he wasn't willing to continue to fight for the business and front payroll and do all of this stuff. So if two people are benefiting from a business and making money from a business, then two people should be putting in payroll and into that business. When you have one person putting more in than the other business partner, then somebody's going to get, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get tired, you know?
Absolutely. So me and Kristen agree on everything. So, you
that's good. That's very good. You know,
that I haven't agreed to, or vice versa. So
that's
we
good.
Definitely agree on everything. And then with success too, you had said success, you know, or I could just say this maybe to leave on this note. With success, people think that being successful is having a lot of money, or being successful is how many likes you have. Being successful is how many followers you got. You know, success is really not about that, you know, at all. Like, success is being able to say, accomplish a goal and saying you did it. It's not on nobody else's timing. Like, So people just feel like, oh, I'm not here or I'm not there. Like success don't have no time. No, it does not, honey. That's why I was telling you, you want to go to real estate school. You can still go to real estate school, honey, even though you're about to turn 40.
I hate you.
I'm just saying, you can still go to real estate school. Okay, listen. Don't give up on your dreams, is what I'm trying to say. And make sure you're doing stuff for you, okay? Not for nobody else, okay? You gotta do stuff for you, because if you're sitting there and you're doing it for somebody else, then it's not going to work. So success is about accomplishment. So people look at success as being like, oh, you got money, you doing this and da 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 da.
Yes.
Success ain't determined by that. Like nobody determines your success. Like you determine what that looks like. So, girl, and a lot of people just be looking at other people because they on Instagram and they doing this and oh, she doing that and she's flying this way, flying that way, da 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 da. But you know, are they really successful, or did they just break the bank to fly over there just so they could post pictures?
Or did they buy those followers? But I'm just saying.
I mean, they might. You know, I don't know. But look, man, listen, what God has for you is for you, honey. So
exactly. You really can't base your success off of somebody else's. And I would say that, you know, a lot of times we constantly compare ourselves to other people, and God gives us all jewels in different, God gives us all different types of jewels. What I might be good at, you might not be good at. So you might try the same thing that I did, but I got all the tools I need. That's why I'm being successful in this. But you're trying to copy it, and you're just doing it thinking that you can do it when you ain't got the tools that I got. You're not me. God put something in me for me to be able to do this. And so when we try to mimic other people's, you know, dreams and their gifts, you know, we fail. When we stay in our own lane and do what we're meant to do, then we're that's how we prosper. So I think, you know, we really have to just really hone in into what our gifts are and stop looking on the left and right of us, instead look in front of us. So
and then like with and to piggyback off of that also, like I feel like a lot of times, like when it comes to empowerment, like women empowerment groups, like they're all fine and well, don't get me wrong. Like I love when women empower women, but what have you done to empower them? What have you left them with? What tools have you gave them? Because you can go to all these empowerment groups. They can talk about, oh, you need to do this and this, that, and the third. But what did you give them to do it? Because you can sit here and you can pour me all day long about this is what you got to do. And we're here to support you. And we're here to do this for you. But what are you going to give me so when I leave that I can't do the same thing? Okay. I cannot. Mine is stupid. But I'm just saying, like, what with those empowerment groups, like, what are you going to give me when I leave? Like, what tools are you going to give me to go start that business? No, I might not have the money to start the business now, but at least I have a platform now. At least I know what I can go by to get where I need to be to start the business. Because a lot of times you listen to these women empowerment and they're up there talking about, yes, this is good. And this is what, da, 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 da. And, you know, I'm so proud of you. And you just have to, you know, be strong. Okay, but then when I leave, I'm still gonna be in the same mindset when I leave. Yeah, it sounded good when we were there, but what's next? Like, what did you give me to? You know, does that make sense?
Right. Like, do I have some? Did I leave here with some tools that's gonna help me be successful as an entrepreneur, a mom, a wife, whatever it is that this is about? Am I leaving with some tools that's gonna benefit me moving forward? Was this money beneficial that I just spent? Was this time that I just beneficial? And that, you know, we talk about that all the time. And you know, we got some stuff brewing. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Like, what are you gonna do to keep it going? Absolutely. Right. You know, we already done talked to you about that. Me, you, Samara, and we all talk, and Kristen about, like, you got to keep it going. Like, what are you going to do next? Yeah, you've written the book, I Survived, You Can Too, but what's next? You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do to keep people interested? What are you going to do to, you know, what's the next step you're going to do? And for me also, like, just talking to other people when they're asking me, like, okay, how did you start that business? What did you do? And my thing is, I'm not afraid to start something. And I heard somebody say one time that they jumped out on faith, which is absolutely correct. Jump out on faith, but then they said they use all the money they have. Now I'm just going to go ahead and say this. okay, when they were trying to start a business, people was asking them like, what did you do to start the business? And they were saying like, I jumped out on faith and I started it. I used all the money I had in my bank account to start the business, and I left my job and I went to start this business. Now, faith, absolutely. But putting everything you had into the business to start it, and then you left your job to start the business. Now, I don't know about that. Like, because it's like you can't put everything that you have into the business,
right,
and then leave your main source of income because you think it's gonna work, but then it doesn't work.
right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I always kind of have that sometimes in the back of my head when I've had started different businesses, like, okay, I'm going to budget this amount of money to start this business. And if it doesn't work, then I know I've only lost this amount of money. Like, I'm not getting ready to go start a business and put everything I have into the business, and then I don't have anything to fall back on if the business doesn't work, because it may not work. Now, that doesn't mean that you failed, because sometimes it takes you 1,000 tries for you to get that one person to tell you yes, and then you done hit the ground running. I mean, well, it takes you 1,000 no's before that one person says yes.
Yes, it's true.
You can hit the ground running, but at the same time, you can't be no fool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. I think we all learned that along the way, and I think we all left our jobs once we felt secure in our business. You know what I'm saying? We all did that. I started a salon and spa. I gave everything I had to that business, but I still had a full-time job. You know what I'm saying? So I lost all my savings, but you know what? I still had a 9 to 5. Get paid, and I think that's what people do. They think that being an entrepreneur, they gotta it's like one all be all. Like you said when you first came on here, like you can be an entrepreneur and still have a 9 to 5. Absolutely. And that's true. You know what I'm saying? I worked in the mental health field. I had that salon and spa. That didn't work. I went back to the mental health field, when it opened up another business, and all right, let's go. Like, it's just life. You know what I'm saying? You learn something, you lose something, but you get back up. And the key is learning from your mistakes and from decisions that you made. But leaving my job and starting a business that don't bring no income, it ain't guaranteed to bring no income. And even if you look at statistics, most of the time a business doesn't become successful to after over a year. So if you are leaving your job for a business that you don't even know how you're gonna make money, you're going backwards. Okay. How about part of your business, your entrepreneurship life, part-time, and let's work this full-time job, and let's get a system going where you got some steady income with your personal, with your with your business. And then once that business is able to sustain your household and you're able to be in the green, then maybe you can leave your main job. But you don't just jump from one situation to the next. I think that's the business 101 no.
And I 100% agree. Like, definitely take the risk. Don't be scared. To take the risk. Don't be scared to jump out there on faith, like 100%. But then don't be a fool either, and and things don't work out the way you wanted to be, and then now you don't have anything. So I think it's all about planning. You make sure it makes sense. Like, so
we say all the time, make it make sense.
Yes, honey, it has to make sense. Yeah, it definitely has to make sense. So I mean, that's another thing that, like, and surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with those people who gonna tell you the truth and tell you, like, about that business. I mean, so
it's true. You definitely need that. You need accountability partners. You need people that's gonna, that's gonna tell you when you're right and when you're wrong. I definitely have, called y'all like, look, it's happening, and y'all been like, no, that's wrong. Like that ain't, or y'all been like, Ruth, and you need that. You don't need somebody just in your corner just saying yes, yes, yes. I need somebody to tell me the truth. Tell me what is right. Don't tell me what I need to hear. Tell me what I'm wrong. Like, don't, what I'm saying? I don't want nobody fake around me that's like, lying.
He said we mean because y'all mean as hell to each other.
Right.
No, we are. No, we're not mean to each other, but it's coming from a loving place. It's coming from a loving place. Like, don't be going out here looking stupid, like,
looking like fleas.
Yeah.
Listen, we got some stories for y'all. Okay, go ahead and say that for a women chat Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, we all 4 need to be on here, honey. That would probably be it. But I'm just saying.
Remember, we were supposed to do the 4 faves Instagram.
Oh, yeah, we were. We supposed to do
we talking about like over 5 years ago, before all this stuff started popping off Instagram and all of this. We talked about stuff, and that's what I'm saying. When you able to manifest and throw ideas around with your girlfriends and y'all able to build and help one another, that's when you know you have a true friendship and some real stuff going on. Surround yourself with, like you said, surround yourself with people that really push you and don't want to see you down and want to help you. You know, oh, you need help with that, sis. You know what? I'm gonna come do da 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 da. Or what's going on with your book, sis? Like y'all were asking me, what's going on with your book?
Yes, surround yourself with people who gonna pray, just not when you're around. Like I want you to pray for me at night, and then I want you to call my name too. Like I pray for my friend Torri Allen. I pray for Ruth. I pray for Samir. I pray for all my friends, honey. Like you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Pray for me.
Yes, come see. Look, we'll keep praying for you. You got this. Look, Miss Mathematics teacher.
Pray for me about this math next year, okay? Because I think next year is gonna be my year where I'm really gonna be like, do I want to be here? Or like, you know, I feel like it's gonna be different next year. I think it's gonna be a little different next year because all the kids gonna be in the building, and I ain't gonna be able to hit the remove button on the computer and be like, goodbye. You know, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it.
Look, y'all, next year she gonna come up here. She gonna be the damn principal.
Absolutely not. I absolutely not.
How you being a principal and you running diverse and you selling houses? Right?
Hey, but listen. If I am the principal, I'm gonna let somebody. That's gonna tell somebody else that they can do it. I can run a business and be the principal and be the PTA principal, and I can be a realtor, okay, and sell over $4 million of property a year. That's a little bit. That's on the low end.
Oh. Devon, you better go get him out.
Honey, and I can help my husband. And I can help my husband with his trucking business once I understand that lingo.
Let me hold some. You know, I think I need help this month.
I can't let you hold nothing, sis, because I ain't got nothing right now. I can't let you hold nothing.
I can't even get $1. Damn.
You can get $1. You good for $1, honey, but I can't help you, child, if it's not if it's above my means, honey. Yeah, I gotta keep stuff in order.
Hey, Vaughn said he helping everybody. Listen, remember, he love the kids.
He does love the kids. He does love the kids. Honey, I can help you, honey, but you're gonna have to give you back. I gotta give you a time limit on it.
I enjoyed you tonight. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You know, when your friends up here, you really be cutting up. So look, I'll be trying my best today. Look, but you know, it's being up here is all about just being candid, just being, you know, honest, and just really just showing people how we can still be successful, we can still have fun, we can still be young and vibrant, and have, you know, we can be married and still have a good time, spend time with our girlfriends, go on girls trips. Because some relationships we're not able to do that. So, you know, I'm grateful to have, you know, this space with you guys and to be up here, to be able to get up here and just really like, you know, just let my hair down and just talk. So I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Women Supporting Women Wednesdays. We are here every Wednesday at 9:15 for Women Supporting Women Wednesdays. We see you guys next week. Same time, same place.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.